Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today is Wednesday, June the 2nd, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Pam Willis. So without further ado, here's a birthday song for you. Hey Pam, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. Well, I said, hey Pam, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Well, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I'm hoping you're enjoying your very special day, 'cause, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Happy birthday to you, Pam, and many, many more. Alrighty. How about them Shin Show likes? How about Gribble Snap? He is my YouTube friend, and I ain't heard from him for a while. But old Gribble Snap, I hope you're out there still paying attention, and hanging around. Tina Kleeschulte, Ashbrook, Mike Shane, Jamie O'Driscoll, Lori Moore, and Doug Bell, a.k.a. Steve Clary. And then there's my Pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little. Yep. These are the friends, the Shin Show lovers and likers and care for pipe folks. All right, well, alrighty there. How about some weather forecast brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, located at 2052 and 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. That's across from St. Andrews Plaza. Well, the back part of St. Andrews Plaza. Not exactly St. Andrews Plaza, but the behind-the-scenes place. Right next to old Kitty Care. Used to be a kinder care. It's now just some sort of a child care facility. We're right next door in the strip mall. All right, come one, come all. 11 a.m. services, worship and message and fellowship and sorry about that. Throat was about to go. Anyway, um, and then right now we're talking about changing our prayer day to Thursdays, but today it was at 1:30 to 2:30 on Wednesdays. So we're talking about changing to Thursdays, but we're not sure yet. So keep tuned in, and I'll let you know when we decide if we're going to swap over to Thursdays. Okay. Alrighty then, here's forecast for the next 5 days. What? Alrighty, how about that there? Wednesday night. Considerable cloudiness, occasional rain showers after midnight. Lows around 61 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. Chances of rain 50%. And then for Thursday, Thursday, June the 3rd, cloudy skies early, followed by partly clearing skies around highs around 81 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies overnight, then a few clouds later on with low temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Then Friday, June the 4th, sunshine with high temperatures around 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight with low temperatures around 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. Then Saturday, June the 5th, plentiful sunshine, highs around 88 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time, with low temperatures dipping down around 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Sunday, June the 6th, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. Stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible. High temperatures around 88 degrees Fahrenheit. and winds are going to be south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Considerable cloudiness with low temperatures near 70 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with the winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And now to find our final day for our 5-day forecast. Cloudy skies during the morning, which would be Monday, June the 7th. Cloudy skies during the morning hours, followed by scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. High temperatures around 83 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. Mostly cloudy skies in the evening. Isolated thunderstorms may develop after midnight. Low temperatures around 69 degrees Fahrenheit with winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship. Actually, we'll call it, nope, not that one. We'll call it, oh, that one's gone already. Wink. Oh, I've done it again. Here we go. Boom. Oh, where'd it go? That one clear. The Steve's commercial stays good. Here we go. Seasonal Reefs by Jamie. That's who brought our weather to us after the refreshing word did. Now, Seasonal Reefs by Jamie. That's right. Holiday seasonal reefs and floral arrangements and decorations for your throughout your household decorations, countertops, tables, fireplaces, whatever you want to decorate. She's quite the crafty gal. Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie O'Driscoll. Go to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie and check out her Facebook page. Alrighty then. That being said, I got a song coming up. We'll go ahead and throw that out there by this here song. Actually, the person who's going to be sponsoring my songs for a little while is going to be Doug Bell, a.k.a. Steve Clary, a very talented young artist here on Facebook in old school rock and roll. Yep, that's right. He's a rock and roll singer and plays the drums. Outstanding. Check his Facebook page out, Doug Bell. Alrighty. Well, alrighty. You can check out his old pages if they'll let you on there. Steve Clary. But yeah, he's puts out one almost every day, probably every day. So check it out. He's a very talented singer. Better than I am. Let's put it that way. All right. Well, alrighty then. Here we go. I'm gonna sing a song. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took our turns of staring out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him a bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. Well, then the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, "If you're gonna play the game, son, you gotta play it right." He said, "You've got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Well, every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best thing you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler he broke even. But in his final words, I found a secret I could keep. You've got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when dealing's done. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. All right, how about our next song being brought to you today by Tina's Spa Spectacular, Stimulus Spa Spectacular, that is. Go to Facebook and go to Tina's Stimulus Spa Spectacular, and that's a hyphen to spa hyphen tacular, and check out the lemongrass spa products. That's right, that's what she's up to. Go over, check it out. There are all kinds of products in there for all kinds of needs. That's right, and they're all free from harmful chemicals. So check her out, Tina's Spa Stimulus Spa Spectacular. Well, Spectacular. Tina's Stimulus Spectacular. And here we go again. Another Kenny Rogers. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love. And oh, we belong together. Won't you believe in song? Lady, for many years I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. In my eyes, I see no one else but you. There's no love like our love. And yeah, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you so long. You know what? I don't know that song very well. I digress. I shouldn't have picked that one because I don't know. I don't know. But that's all right. Willa. Just go back a page. Biden's in the stream. Oh, that is what we are. Be button be. What's it better be? We rely on each other. From one lover to another. Alright. Oh, that was the other one I should have sang. I should have. Let's see. Let me see if I can't find it real quick. It's called Song Lyrics, The Coward of the County. There we go. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yalla. But something always told me that they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. He said, son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble when you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. Well, there's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. But one day while he was working, the Gatlin boys come calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was three of them. Well, Tommy opened up the door, and he saw Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look, was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture, and as his tears fell on his face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. Well, the Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the bar room. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, Hey, look, old Yeller's leaving. But you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. Well, 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, and he let them have it all. When Tommy left that ballroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing, and he said, This one's for Becky, as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I walked away from trouble when I can. But now don't please think me weak. I didn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I should hope you understand. Sometimes you've got to fight when you're a man. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Alrighty, let's see. Hey, it's couch time. TV couch time for TV Grandpa. That's right. What is going on here? Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, I see what I've done. I see what I've done. TV time. TV time with Grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa Shen and TV time. Aladdin and the Magic Lamp, another one of the Arabian Night, 101 Arabian Nights Tales. And so that's the one we're going to do tonight. Once Upon a Time. Oh, and it's going to be brought to you by Thankful Nests by Janie Christopher. Available at Amazon.com. That's right. It's a wonderful book, wonderful read for your kids indeed. So go ahead and check it out. Take a look-see. Whenever you do Google up Thankful Nests, there's a cover page, there's a back page. So it gives you a perusal idea of what the book is about. Thankful Nests by Janie, Jney, Christopher. Alrighty, let's see here. Here we go. We'll get off of there. Alright, here we go. Once upon a time, a boy named Aladdin lived far, far away in the east. He lived with his mother and supported her by selling fruits in the market. One day the palace magician came to the market looking for him. "Come with me, Aladdin. I have something to show you," he said, and he went with him, and the magician led him deep into the desert. They reached the mouth of an immense cave, blocked by a massive rock. The magician stopped and began to say a spell. "Sala sala paprika abra," and the magician said, by which the massive rock moved automatically. Aladdin was so shocked. "But go inside the cave and bring me the golden lamp if you will find that you will find there." "Touch nothing else but the lamp," the magician said. Well, he was frightened because the passage into the cave was dark, and the magician saw his hesitation and handed him a ring with a big gemstone. "Take this ring. It will protect you if anything goes wrong," the magician said, and he went inside. The cave overflowed with glittering gems and golden coins. Beneath a tree laden with treasures stood an old lamp. This must be it. But why would he want something old and worthless? "I should take one for my mother as well," he wondered. Then the moment Aladdin snatched the treasure, the whole cave began to shake with a thunderous booming sound, and he took the magic lamp and ran towards the mouth of the cave. He asked the magician for help, but he just wanted the lamp and told him to throw it. Well, the way for entry and exit was now closing, and he was left all alone in the dark, terrified. "It's so dark and cold in here. I want to go home to my mother," he cried. And he rubbed the gemstone on the ring that the magician had given him, and suddenly it began to glow until its light filled the cave. The bright light was gone away and carried him home. Stunned, as he looked at the ring and saw that the gemstone had vanished. Aladdin told his mother all about his adventure in the cave and about the magician and his ring. "Mom, take a look at the magic lamp," he said. His mother rubbed it, and as suddenly something incredible happened. A genie appeared and asked him for a wish. He was frightened, but was excited that the genie could grant him a wish. He commanded him to get some delicious food same as the palace. Within moments, a table loaded with tasty dishes appeared before him. The genie's magic made Aladdin very wealthy. One day he came to the Sultan with a magnificent gift and treasures. "Your Majesty, I have come to ask you for your daughter's hand in marriage," he said. Well, the Sultan was very pleased, but the princess was unimpressed by his treasures. He was disappointed and did not want to give up on the beautiful princess, and he asked the genie to help him, and the genie created a magic carpet. The magician, who was watching him from across the room, realized that he had had the magic lamp. And turning to the Sultan, he told him to order Aladdin to raise a new palace as he took the princess on the ride through the skies on his magic carpet. And they had a wonderful time. Touched by his kindness and the beauty that he showed her, the princess decided to open her heart to him. As soon as he returned from his magic carpet ride with the princess, the Sultan ordered him to build a palace. Well, Aladdin rubbed the magic lamp and asked the genie if he could build a palace for him. The genie agreed, and in some minutes he made a beautiful palace for his master. Aladdin was now able to marry the princess. However, the magician was still unhappy. He felt that the magic lamp should have been his, and that Aladdin had stolen it from him. And one day the magician came to visit Aladdin's palace. When Aladdin himself was out hunting, he disguised himself as a merchant and wound a turban around his head. "I buy old lamps. I can exchange an old lamp with the new one," and the magician said, and the princess exchanged the magic lamp with the new one. And the magician's evil plan worked perfectly. Now that he had the lamp, he wanted to use it to take the princess and Aladdin's palace from him. He commanded the genie to take Aladdin's palace and move it to a far-off desert, along with the princess. And when Aladdin returned home, he was shocked to see that everything had vanished. His mother had just come back from the market and was too confused and amazed. Aladdin searched far and wide for the princess, and finally he heard that the magician was now living in the desert in his palace with the princess. Well, the princess hugged Aladdin when he saw him and told him everything. Aladdin and the princess secretly slipped away and slipped a sleeping pill into the magician's wine. As soon as the magician drifted off to sleep, Aladdin snatched the magic lamp from his belt and rubbed it, and he ordered the genie to move the palace back to where it was and leave the magician all alone in the desert. One day Aladdin brought the magic lamp to the seashore and rubbed it, and the genie asked Aladdin about his wish. And Aladdin said, "You have granted me so many of my wishes. I want to repay you by letting you free. Of all my many, many masters, not one has ever wished something for me. You are so kind," the genie cried. And the genie got free, and Aladdin tossed the empty magic lamp into the sea, and lived out his days in happiness and love, without envy or greed. And finally, there was a happy ending to the story of Aladdin and the magic lamp. Well, there you go. That was Aladdin and the magic lamp. Not the Disney version, but a different version. It was a version out of 101 Arabian Nights. Okay, hey, that looks like it's done with story time with Grandpa. How about let's checking out our Daily Bread portion of the program? Our Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be 2 Chronicles 17 through 18 and John 13, 1 through 20. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, let's see. A remarkable life is going to be our devotion for today. And the scriptures and insights for a remarkable life will be 1 Peter 2, 9 through 12. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possessions, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his wonderful light. Once you were not a people but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Living godly lives is a pagan society. In a pagan society, dear friends, I urge you, as foreigners and exiles, to abstain from sinful desires. which wage war against your soul. Live such good lives among the pagans that thought they cost you of doing wrong. They may see your good deeds and glorify God on the days He visits us. So there you go. Try to live in a godly manner, and if you do, other people will recognize that in you and try to be like you who are trying to be like Christ, our Lord Jesus. All right, hey, that was the Daily Bread portion of the program, brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Okay, I've got one more song for you folks, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's Ben Shen, Briscoe saying hello, and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I, so come back and see me tomorrow, because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.